Okay. Hey everyone, this is the Good Captain, and welcome to Japan's Turn 5. So, for purchases, I've got it here. I started out with 50. I'll be building, I just sort of did this by geography. India will get an infantry and artillery and a destroyer. I'm going to build an industry, and then East Indies gets 2 infantry and 2 tanks. That comes out to 46. So I'll save the other. Hey there, Corporal. Good to have you. And then also I'll save these other 4. And yeah. All right, so there's really not that much combat. I'm just going to move from C-Zone. Oops, I forgot to swap out a transport. From C-Zone 62, I'll be taking 1 transport loaded up with 1 infantry and 1 tank from Manchuria, and moving into C-Zone 57 to unload on Midway. Of course, we'll be taking the destroyers, the aircraft carrier. This fighter will be supporting the attack on Midway, moving 1, 2, 3. It'll have 1 movement factor left. And 1 fighter from Stanovaj moves 1 into Buryatia, 2 into 62, 3 into 58, and 4 into C-Zone 57. So that's it. Let me just kind of recap this, because I know it's a little really exercising the range of these aircrafts here. So the fighter from C-Zone 62 supporting the assault on Midway. This fighter from Stanovaj has 0 left in its gas gauge. So it's going to help destroy that submarine, basically. So let's hope that my historical counterparts don't do as well in this game as they did in the historical Battle of Midway, because I don't expect this to go upside down like that did. So it's just 1 submarine, so I will, let's see who are the high rollers here. I've got 1 3 attacker and 2 2 attackers, and if those miss, I'll roll the aircraft carrier. You launch it up once. Here we go. Okay, so 1 fighter and 2 destroyers. Yeah, actually only the fighter got the hit. Destroyers both missed. Okay, and now Piloto's submarine on the rebound. Miss. So the submarine goes down. Okay, that's half the battle. Now the amphibious invasion. We have 2 3 attackers. That's 1 fighter and 1 tank, and 1 1 attacker. That's a whiff on the part of the Japanese. And the Americans shot back. Whiff for them as well. Okay, let's do this again. 2 3 attackers and 1 1 attacker. There we go. 1 of the 3 attackers gets a hit. And will the American garrison get that infantry? No. Okay. Well, that went well enough. So that's it for the combats. Midway falls to the Japanese. Non-combats, we'll just start with the same C-Zone. Obviously, both these fighters land on that aircraft carrier. Okay. All right. No IPC game, but all right. Let's bring this down. Capture all of this, or as much of it as I can. So we'll start in the north, and I'm going to go ahead and move that infantry from Stanovaj into Yakut, so there will be 10 in there, but we'll do the recap. Okay. This fighter in Stanovaj will fly into Hupei. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tanks in Manchuria move into Hupei for 2. The infantry in Yunnan move into Hupei. Okay. The armor in India here will move into Burma. These transports in C-Zone 62 will move down to 36. And let's see, I decided to move a cruiser, the aircraft carrier with the fighter, a destroyer, 1 transport, into C-Zone 38 where they pick up 1 infantry. Just 1. And then move into the C-Zone 48 and drop him off in New Guinea. Okay. And there's 3 transports in C-Zone 35, and they're just gonna shuck from 38 into 35 and pick up these 2 tanks and infantry, drop them off in India. Okay, just chip that right now. All right, and then over here, 1 more fighter will join the defense of France. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 infantry will move from the infantry in Transjordan, moves into Egypt, and this fighter in Transjordan moves into Burma. 1, 2, 3. Yep, Burma. Okay, and then we place our builds. So we'll put a destroyer, 1 infantry and 1 artillery in India. Okay, and we put 2 infantry and 2 tanks in East Indies. And we put 1 industrial complex in Manchuria. Okay, and we collect 48 since we lost Qinghai, and we saved 4, so we have 52 for next turn. And now we'll do the recap. Let me get it. I'm going to move it down a little lower, and we'll just do this piece by piece here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and chip this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 12 infantries in India, 2 armor, and 3 artillery, along with the AA gun and industrial complex, of course. C-Zone 35, we have 3 transports, 1 battleship, 1 aircraft carrier, and 1 destroyer. And in Burma, we have 1 fighter and 1 armor. In the East Indies, we have 2 infantry and 2 tanks. In Hubei, we have 2 tanks, an infantry, and a fighter. In C-Zone 36, we have 2 transports. In Manchuria, we have my new industry. In Yakut, we have, I think that's 10 infantry now, and a tank. Yeah, 10 infantry and a tank. In the C-Zone off of New Guinea, I don't want to look for it. Aircraft carrier, fighter, cruiser, destroyer, and transport with an infantry in New Guinea. And up in C-Zone 57, we have 2 fighters, an aircraft carrier, a tank, or 2 fighters, an aircraft carrier, 2 destroyers, and a transport in C-Zone 57, and a tank and an infantry on Midway. Okay. I think that's everything. I don't think I fouled up any order of operations this time, so yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay, go for UK turn 5. Thanks for watching, Corporal.